Just doing a live watch along, yeah, of Mayweather against Deji and Ricky Hatton against Barrera. So I'm just setting this shit up now, yeah. Hold on. You lot watching Ricky Hatton against Barrera. I kind of want Barrera to fuck up Hatton, you know. Nothing against Hatton. I think he's alright, but you know, if I had to make a choice, I'd probably go with fucking Barrera, but what? Are you fucking messing? What do you mean tomorrow? You mean like right now it's 11:30 at night, yeah? On a Saturday night. Is it Saturday today? It's not Friday, is it? Yeah, it's Saturday, so it's tonight, isn't it? What are you chatting? Should be in about a couple of hours, so just watching Ricky Hatton against Barrera. I was a bit upset, you know, when Barrera fucked up Nassim Hamed about 20 years ago. That was a bit upsetting. I was a big fan of Nas, you know, back in the day. Nassim Hamed. I don't think there's been a fighter like him since. They tried to say Kid Galahad is the next Nas, which is fucking silly, and it's stupid. Fucking stupid, man. How old's Hatton then? He's quite old, isn't he? You know, his body going up and down in weight, you know, putting on all that fucking flab and then burning it off, crashing it off, up and down like that. It's a recipe for diabetes, isn't it? Won't see another Nas, that's what I mean. Dancing, doing flips, knocking people out, fucking coming to the ring on a magic carpet. P. Diddy at the bottom, you know, dancing and that. Come on, man, what have you seen since? We got a bit of entertainment with Frotch Groves, didn't we? You know, those build-ups, they were quite good, so yeah, man. So what you saying? You lot are watching this fight, yeah? Ricky Hatton against Barrera. I found a nice little stream, so hopefully it don't cut out. Depends what time the Mayweather Deji fight starts. But if it's on soon, I'll fucking review it, innit? If not, I'm just gonna go out and look for a drunken slag in town. I need to buy a bit more weed because I've only got this spliff. I've got about 5 Desperados, yeah? True Geordie versus a little Muslim fella. Do you know what? I'm not really bothered, you know, about that thing that True Geordie said. He said, oh, fucking, if Andrew Tate really is a Muslim, he should prove it by blowing himself up. And when I did a live yesterday, yeah, saying I'm not really bothered about him saying that, a load of Muslims have been messaging me all day, you know, chatting. There's a Muslim MMA fighter who fought in Bellator who wants to fight me, so that's a potential YouTube fight, innit? G-Man Boxing, what's happening, man? Big up time. What do you think of True Geordie getting cancelled? People have been saying he's getting cancelled, yeah, but I ain't. Is his channel still active? Because he said it on Twitch, didn't he? You know, about Andrew Tate blowing himself up. So, why would he get cancelled on YouTube? I don't know how it works. Because he cancelled Andrew Tate across the board. Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. They even shut down his Uber account. You know, and his Airbnb account, which has got nothing to do with fucking... It's because it's Google, innit? Google Apps. Google own YouTube. So if YouTube are offended, Google are probably... They're all part of it, aren't they? It's all the elites. and I want to try and get into that group of the elites. Yes, Tyne, another 10-minute stream today. Yeah, yesterday, man, I wasn't feeling it at all. I think I smoked too much. My dealer gave me some weed, yeah, and he said it was Cali weed. So I think it hit me. I'm feeling a bit better today, you know. I feel better. So an honest question, would you fight KSI for no money just to get the recognition? That's a good question, you know. That's a very good question, because I've heard some stories similar to that, you know, where like certain rappers, when they first come on the scene, they'll be on like a song with someone like 50 Cent or something, and they'll get paid like a couple of grand, you know, for being in the song, even though the song's a hit and it's gone #1, you know, worldwide. The person who's on it, the new rapper, you'd get like 2 poxy grand, but you know, that exposure that you got from that song, it opens up other doors. So yeah, I know what you mean. Can you tell us a good story about Nas? I told a few stories already. He used to get beat up in clubs, you know, when he used to try and say to bouncers, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I'm the world featherweight champion. That's the key word, innit? Featherweight. It's like Sonny Edwards. You know, when I seen him getting battered in town by a couple of men who had never boxed in their life. He had all blood all over his face, and I witnessed it. So now he's, you know, because I've spoke about it, he's holding a grudge. And that fight that he had the other day, Sonny Edwards, the empty arena, was obvious, wasn't it? There was no atmosphere. He's trying to claim Sheffield like our Ebony Bridges. He's trying to claim Leeds. But it's not working, is it, for Sonny Edwards? He won the fight, but he's dead, man. Time Coogan's missus is on ex-hamster. Show the peeps. I didn't mean to click on that one, you know. I kind of made a little promise to Coogan that I'm not going to talk about his baby mama. Oh shit, people are messaging me saying the fight is tomorrow, Sunday at 10 PM, mate. Shout out to Danny Waitley, he's a regular. That's a piss take. I thought it was today. Why is it on Sunday? So Hatton against Barrera, yeah? How are they looking? Hatton get me £20 a round to spar one of his fighters, Senchenko. I think he was European champ. So when I did well in sparring, I thought I was going to get to a good level, but I didn't. So it just shows sparring don't mean anything. I seen Kell Brook getting knocked down in sparring by this guy who didn't really do anything. I think he was an area champ. Do you think Ricky Hatton today will beat Campbell Hatton, his son? I don't rate his son, you know. I think he's just another Conor bomb. Mexico. You remember Gatti, yeah? Toro Gatti. I was reading about his story the other day. He had 3 wars with Mickey Ward. 3 hard fights. Then he got fucked up by Mayweather. Then his girlfriend strangled him, you know, and killed him. So it was a tough life. Time, please can you address last night's abrupt end after reading my comment? What was your comment again? I was a bit high, you know, on Cali weed. So I just ended it. I just wasn't feeling it. I was in a good mood, innit? I was on a good level. I was on a high. But you know when you smoke and you're just staring, it's like you zone out, innit? Yep, the fight is tomorrow night, Sunday at 10 PM UK time. That's fucking stupid, man. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? You know, when I was buying these Desperados, yeah, just before this live, I had a little argument, you know, with the shopkeeper. You know what it is with me, because I'm so casual with boxing now. If someone hasn't been knocked out in 2 rounds, I just lose interest. I just watched that Dalton Smith as well from Sheffield. That was a 12-rounder. I said, have you seen the YB's new video exposing you as a pedo? I really hope it isn't true. So what's the evidence then? Is it another sort of Adam Smith locks kids in basements? With Dave Caldwell, yeah, it's a bit different because we've got like an eyewitness, you know, who's willing to testify on camera about Dave Caldwell turning the heating up. So there's a bit of evidence there, but you know, with Adam Smith, we just kind of like trying to slander him, aren't we, for nothing. So that fucking YB, I would show you the fight, innit? I would switch screens so you can actually watch the fight. You're probably watching anyway, so. But this is a dodgy stream, if you know what I mean. Too casual, you know, to pay for this. I don't know if this is pay-per-view, but what is your best 5k time? What do you mean by that? Campbell Hatton. He don't need to do it, does he? He could just, you know, live off his dad's money, just go out, get drunk, just fucking bang women. I think he's got a kid already. Have you ever bought pay-per-view, like, ever? Yeah, I bought the Kell Brook Terence Crawford fight, and I put a bet on Kell Brook winning, so I lost about 200 quid. You know, me betting on Kell Brook to win. Don't ignore you're a bit of a beast. Have you ever heard of Mr. Beast? He's a YouTuber, you know, with about 100 million subscribers. I was watching some of his videos today. And I ain't got the energy for that shit, you know, to try and be like that. Just jumping off mountains and shit. I'd rather just chill, you know, just have a drink, but it's not really gonna deliver the same numbers as Mr. Beast. What's the average day in the life of Ty Move? I'm quite interested. My life's a bit dead, you know. I woke up today about 6 PM. Had some Wheatos. Bit of toast, a cup of tea, and that's it. And I went to the shop, bought some Desperados. Just thought I'd go live. think Hatton's winning this, but what do you think of Roy Jones, you know, getting interviewed and saying that he would train Joshua? Do you think that would work? I don't think it would work, you know. You know, like Roy Jones' style, that's what Eubank tried to mimic, you know, when he boxed Liam Williams. But you know, if fucking Joshua tries to do all that moving around business, he'll get tired, innit? He did it against Ruiz, but I think if Joshua fought, where's that spliff? I know I ain't smoked that already. So that's Ricky Hatton's mum and dad in the crowd, yeah? They robbed him. And they fell out, you know, for over a decade because they robbed him. They were looking after his finances. Ricky Hatton's mum and dad. And like when he boxed Pacquiao, I think they told him that he's getting paid 5 million. But he was supposed to be getting paid 7 million. So they pocketed 2 million. And then they took their percentage, you know, from the 5 million. So it just shows, innit? Family are scum as well. You know, Nassim Hamed's brother trying to slander him. You know, because Nas cut him off financially. But yeah, True Geordie with his little bit of Islamophobia. I'm not really bothered. I don't think he should be cancelled. It's not because he gave me £100. It's like with Joe Rogan, you know, when he kept saying the N-word back in the day and someone dug up some old fucking videos to try and slander him and cancel him. And Joe Rogan made a joke, yeah, where he's telling a story in it about a time when he was going to the cinema to watch Planet of the Apes, and it was in like a black area, you know, the cinema. And Joe Rogan said that when he got out of the taxi, it was like being in Planet of the Apes. You know, because he was in a black area. So he was calling black people apes. But I like Joe Rogan. Yeah, I fucked up. I thought it was today, you know, Mayweather against Deji. Big up time. Where's your diamond ear stud tonight? I don't think the earrings work. I don't think they work. I think they add like a little fruity, zesty element to me. You know what I mean? So I had to fucking abandon them. They cost me a tenner as well for 2. Did you see the crypto guy who lost 90 odd billion with the Binance pullout? Yeah, his name was Sam Bankman-Fried, and he was like in Forbes, you know, for being the sort of under 30 billionaire, one of the top 10. But he lost about 95% of his fortune, you know, when his little crypto exchange died, crashed, whatever, went bankrupt. So that's why I don't promote crypto anymore, because some people lost their money because they had the money on, they had their crypto, you know, on that exchange that crashed. Now they can't get it back, and some people have been committing suicide. You know, I've been reading a few tweets. What do you reckon to Joshua going with Roy Jones? I spoke about it before, innit? I don't rate Roy Jones. He hasn't done anything, has he? You know, to prove that he's a good trainer. You know, Enzo Calzaghe, he didn't really box, did he? But he kind of produced Joe Calzaghe, his son. Yeah, I need to order some more weed, you know. When are you going to invite a lass to your stream to spice things up? I know. I was looking at my phone today. I was waiting for this woman to reply. And I found a woman in Sheffield who's on OnlyFans. And I sent her a message, you know, offering her 100 quid to sit here. I might see her in town tonight because she works at a club that I used to work at, you know, serving like drinks. So I might have to go and have a word with her in person. What would you discuss? I don't know, man. There was a guy, you know, when I seen her last in town, there was this guy following her around. And she was like telling him to fuck off, but he just kept following her. And he was like crying, you know, following her. She didn't even know him. He was just some mentally ill man, just following her around, crying. She was telling him to fuck off, so I could ask her about that, what was going on there. But yeah, Sonny Edwards boxing on these empty fucking shows. Pro Bellum, you know, he's not really out there, is he? So he tries to write a load of tweets, you know, he keeps tweeting about me. The venue was empty on it. And like, you know, Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora 3. They're trying to say that they've sold like 50,000 tickets, aren't they? They're trying to like make out like they're fucking, like the fight's in demand, but I think True Geordie spoke about people who buy tickets. They buy up all the tickets and try and like sell them for triple the price. But why would you pay triple the price for that? So it's a bit of a risk, innit? But you know 50 Cent. You know when he had a bit of beef with Ja Rule was going to perform at an event. And when he performed, like before, 50 Cent bought up all the tickets, you know, to the front row. You know, so it would be an empty venue. You know, trying to fuck up the atmosphere at the Ja Rule concert. This is what I mean. I can't sit here watching this shit. I'm looking at the comments, innit? I'm not really watching this fight. That was funny. Four full front rows. 50 is funny, yeah, that's what I mean. So, you know, like, do you think Joshua had done that? You know, bought up all the tickets, you know, for the Tyson Fury fight with Del Boy. You know, so it's dead. I don't think Joshua's got the same kind of intelligence as Fiddy. Joshua's a bit dumb and he's told what to say. I don't think he's got a fucking mind, you know, to come up with that kind of thing. Well, he's not really coming up with it. He could just copy off Fiddy. If you ever fight, can you give us a free stream channel? You know what? You know that Vidal Riley? He streamed his fight today on his channel, you know, his YouTube channel. So, you know, me and my advisor, Al Ayman, we've kind of spoke about doing that as well, streaming it. But talking's not good enough. There's the Black Skellington. Are you lot watching this live? The Black Skellington's appeared. He sat behind Johnny Nelson. Can you see the black skeleton sat behind Johnny Nelson? Shall I switch the screens quickly? No, it's a bit risky. You know, Eddie Hearn, he tries to say that Conor Benn's been crying. He's always exaggerating, isn't he, Eddie Hearn? He tried to say that Simon Jordan from TalkSport was wearing earrings. And then I think... Should I apply for a job at TalkSport? Do you think I've got the... You know, the ability? You think I've got the professionalism in me to fucking be like that Addy? And Gareth the Arsehole Davies. Simon Jordan.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message. Bundle call.
The weed lines are dead. It's 12 o'clock, man. I don't know why I go live so late. Do another smoke, you know. Time you got that Boots discount or what? No, I didn't work there long enough, you know, to get the discount. I was there about 2 weeks. Can't get a 5 on a Saturday night, bro. Dealers blocked your number. You know what it is? I think these guys realise it's not worth them selling like £5 worth of weed. It's not worth it. Sometimes when I go and buy it, a police car will drive past. So it's not worth them risking getting caught, you know, like just for a £5. It's stupid. It don't make sense. It's dumb. It's not worth it. That's why I quit Boots, because it's just silly. I was losing money getting there and back. And I could sit here and watch Ricky Hatton versus Marco Antonio Barrera. Even when Mayweather made him hit the corner of the ring with his head, Ricky Hatton, he like hooked him. I think it's called a check hook, you know, where you counter with a hook. And Hatton like fucking banged his head, you know, into the corner of the ring, and then he fell over. So that's humiliating, isn't it? So he tried to kill himself. I was in town the other day, yeah, and there was this fucking black woman, and like she thought she was a diva, you know, like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Like this black guy was like trying to talk to her in it, saying, "What's your name?" And she was like, "Listen, if you haven't got any money for me, yeah, don't talk to me." You know, this fucking black woman, like they didn't know each other in it. He was just trying to like chat to her, and she kept saying, "Listen, if you haven't got any money for me, yeah, don't talk to me." You know, this, I was looking at her thinking, bro, these women are deluded, man. They listen to this fucking Cardi B shit, don't they? They watch Kim Kardashian, you know, on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and they think they're on that level. You know, this ugly fucking black woman saying to this guy who was trying to chat to her, if you ain't got any money for me, don't talk to me. So the fight's over, yeah? Nah, it's not really good enough. I like to see knockouts. I like to see... Yes, Raymondo. Tyne, you owe me 20 bags after your bad crypto advice. I know. I feel guilty, man. I was really promoting crypto for a period of time, and then the market crashed. You know, after I kind of influenced a few people into getting involved, and some women were like messaging me, asking me to set up an account for them and asking me which crypto to buy, and then the market crashed. So I feel bad, man. So I've stopped talking about it, innit? Was you that guy, Ty? You seem upset. No, I don't talk to black women. I don't talk to women full stop, as far as like trying to talk to them. Especially black women. How much do you make off YouTube? Kind of varies, innit? Like yesterday I did a live, but I just ended it prematurely, abruptly. So obviously if I drag this out and chuck a load of ads in. You know what I don't understand about ads? You know how I've downloaded that ad blocker so I can review videos without adverts popping up every minute and cutting out the video. I downloaded the ad blocker on Google, yeah? Google own YouTube. So if the ads are getting blocked, these companies that are paying YouTube to put, you know, to promote their business, they're missing out, aren't they? Because Google and YouTube have enabled ad blocker. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Do you? You don't make 700 a month, not to say 7k. How the fuck do you know? How many people subscribe to my Patreon? Thanks to everyone who's subscribed, but I'm just saying, like, this guy's chatting. How much merch have I sold? I actually tell people not to buy it because the fabric starts to fuck up after a couple of washes. So this is what I say to people, but they still buy it. So I don't know what this guy is talking. You lot keep saying the same thing. The Deji Mayweather fight is tomorrow. I know I got the wrong day, so. Time Boo versus his patrons. Yeah, some people switch. I remember when people used to like Joshua, you know, and then they just switched on him, didn't they? You can say it's self-inflicted, you know, for saying don't buy from white people's shops. But yeah, Ricky Hatton boiling down to this weight again, you know, at this age, it's gonna affect his body, you know, his organs, they're gonna be. He's not satisfied, is he? He can't live without boxing. My last fight was a fucking buzz. Sorry, you lot was trying to listen to the Hatton interview, innit? And I was just chatting. Can you do a little review of that scruff? What? Can you do a little review of that scuffle Nigel Benn and Eubank had on Gladiators back in the day? Yeah. We'll get it done, man. Sorry, I was chatting, and Ricky Hatton was trying to chat when he was trying to do his little post-fight interview. Right. Do you think Eubank versus Smith will be good, and who wins? That's a good fight, I like that fight. That's in a way, it's a better fight than Eubank against Conor Bum. Because Conor Bum's fake, so is Eubank to a degree, but this Liam Smith, he's I don't know. Seriously, I love those fights where I don't know who's going to win. That Dalton Smith fight against that other guy, I didn't know the other guy. What's his name? Marvis Frazier, or what's his name? Frazier Clark. I didn't know the guy he fought. I don't know the guy Vidal Riley fought. So it's like, I just can't get into it. But this Liam Smith, I know him, innit? Blowjob signals. Them guys at Sky Sports, they hate blowjob signals, They don't like her because she tries to do that whole Me Too thing. You know what I mean? I've got inside sources. But they're smiling with her and laughing with her and all that is fake. They're just getting a nice payday from it, aren't they? Matthew Macklin. He's a bit shady as well. It's ironic, isn't it? Because he caused Jamie Moore to get shot. But then I'm sure Jamie Moore was his trainer after that. I don't know, man. They're all corrupt, aren't they? This is my first actual watch along, I've enjoyed it. That Frazier Clark. When I used to work in a club, Walkabout, doing security. One time, Frazier Clark, he walked past me, and he gave me a fist bump. So did Radio Raheem. When I seen him at the KSI Swarms event, he gave me a little fist bump. Radio Raheem. So these guys, they watch my videos, discreetly. Do you ever change your clothes, lol? I was wearing this yesterday, innit? Smells alright, I've got loads of hairs under my arms. I need to buy that, that hair removal cream. Right, so that's over then. So yeah, that's it. It's finished. Shall I wrap it up? What's your job in Boots? Do you talk to people? Bet you're weird in work, aren't you, Tyrone? Well, I don't work there anymore. First, when I did work there, no, I didn't speak to anybody. I felt a bit insecure, you know, because I had like some stains on my teeth. I need to get my teeth whitened, so I've been checking out prices, you know, on Google. It's not dirt, by the way. It's just like Rosa, innit? You know, when we was in lockdown for 2 years, I was just drinking every day, and it like stained up my teeth. So Boots give you the boot. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Was you smiling without showing your teeth? I don't smile. I don't really smile like that. Women kept walking past me and they kept smiling at me, but I couldn't force out a smile. So I just said, "You alright?" I shouldn't even read out these chats. You know, put them on the screen, because then there's no incentive, you know, to give super chats. Because the super chatters aren't really getting anything. They're just getting the same as everyone else. So why would they give money? That's what I mean. You have to be fucking... You know, when I used to box, yeah? I would box. And then, like... the next day would go by, and then the day after, and then there'll be another day, and I still hadn't been paid. My manager had my money, yeah, but I never went to get it. I was just like, yeah, whatever. I wasn't really money minded back then. So I didn't sell tickets, I didn't get a sponsor. You know, I fucked up. I should have promoted myself, you know, like KSI, Jake Paul, Deji, Ebony Bridges. These people are good marketers, aren't they? That bitch Sonny Edwards tweeting away. Yes, Mick. You're hoping for another Hex Toys drop tonight so you can go out. That was good of him, wasn't it? The man gave me 450 quid. Mick only giving £1. Yeah, that's better than nothing, innit? There's hundreds of people in here, so... You know, you fucking cunts don't want to give me £1. I'll buy some weed. Yes, boy, you got a 10?
Yeah, I get some work,
Alright, it'll be 10 minutes, yeah? Alright. You didn't hear that address, did you? Shit. I'm stepping up, man. I'm getting a 10, not a 5. We're going to have a good night tonight. I'm going to try and look for that woman who I've seen on OnlyFans who's from Sheffield, who used to work in the same club I used to work in, selling drinks. I'm going to try and get her on here because... Yes, Graham. Seeing Ricky fight, does it bring back the hunger? Not really. Not really. I don't really want to box again. I don't want to train hard. I don't want to fucking cut out the alcohol, the weed, but I know I've got to try and step it up. Because this isn't good enough, is it? man's contact getting nicked now. Do you know what I thought the other day? I thought I might become a snitch. You know, and just like buy weed like undercover, like put a wire here. You know, one of them snidey moves. You know, how much would that get me? How much you get paid for doing that kind of shit? Millionaire buying a 10 spot. That's what I mean. You're not thinking properly. If I buy £50 worth of weed tonight, I'll fucking smoke all of it. And I'll do something. I'll get arrested again. I'll do some dumb shit. I nearly got arrested last week, I think 2 weeks ago. This fucking black woman tried to snatch my drink off me, so I like pushed her in it. She like fell back onto the pavement, banged her head. She was alright. Has Dean Pavetkin been in touch? Yeah, Dean Pavetkin. What's Dean? Lamar Scott. Dean Usyk. What's his name? Dean White. Yeah, his son died, man. His son got murdered. It's sad, isn't it? I was going to message him in it saying, oh, sorry to hear that. It's sad. But how many people would have messaged him? You know, after a while, it's going to get irritating, isn't it? You know, getting hundreds of messages saying sorry for your loss. You know, you're trying to grieve, aren't you? You don't need it, man. But like, you know, when a KSI box swarms in America, I mean fucking London. What the fuck are you on about? In London. I met a baby thing, you know, in Brixton. And when I got there, he was with like 6 big black men. And you know, baby thing, he's quite tall, you know. You see him on camera, he looks quite wide. But he's also tall as well. So him and his like 6 black mates who were big as well, they were walking around Brixton, innit? In this ghetto area, this black gangster area. And the cars just kept stopping, you know, next to baby thing. Saying, how you doing? You alright, yeah? So he's got that respect, you know, he's like a little celebrity down there, isn't he? And we went to this club and there was a long line of people waiting to get in. And you know, baby thing and his black mates, they went straight to the front, yeah? They skipped the queue. He went to the bouncer and he said, can we get in, yeah? And the bouncer like opened the door and said, yeah, go on. So he's got that respect. So that guy who killed his son, I don't know, it's a bit of a risk, innit, doing that. Have you thought about becoming a hitman? Heard there's good money in it. I'd love to murder people. I'm not even lying. I think if I could get away with it, I think I'd murder people. Like, get away with it. Depends what you mean by getting away with it. You might get away with it in terms of the law, but like there might be an afterlife in it, so you might get punished then. I'm not really religious, so. Yes, Scott Whittam. You want the glasses on, yeah? Or you gay or something? time Bitcoin crashing 12k soon, and I just fucking I don't want to talk about it. It's fucking depressing. When crypto crashed, it was fucking like a family member died. You know, seeing the kind of money I missed out on by getting greedy. Greed. That's why I'm not begging for super chats. You know, I've already made enough money from these videos, so it's just... Why did you leave that old woman to die? I didn't know she died, you know. Because she died the next day. You know, when I was banging on her door, telling her to give me my ball back. After it went into her garden, when I was playing football with my little mates back in the day. Alright then, let me give you an idea here. Let me give you a little suggestion. Tell me what you think of this idea. So I've set up a Twitch here, TyFL TV. You know, if I sit and watch a football match, you know, like how I just watched Ricky Hatton versus Barrera. You know, if I watch a football match and I just like give a little review of the football match, do you think it will go down quite well? And I could tap into a new little audience. You know, like Arsenal fan TV, that kind of thing. So, because that Ricky Hatton Barrera fight, I wasn't really watching, I wasn't really interested. You know, they're both old as fuck. It's a fucking exhibition. So, but I still managed to pull off a little review dinner. So I might do that in football, you know, on my Twitch. What's going on with your double chin? Pig face emoji. Did Heavy D have BO? Yeah, he probably did. Yeah, I think he did. He used to wear that Arsenal t-shirt, didn't he, every fucking day. I think he stunk. It was a few years ago, innit? But I think I did smell some. I know he's dead and that, but just keeping it real, man. He stunk. Heavy D. And you know, when he died, he was like undiscovered for a few days. So he would have stunk even more, wouldn't he? Right, 55 minutes. I'm going to take it 5 more minutes, yeah? I forgot about this weed. Heavy D. Sometimes when I'm on WhatsApp, I'll see Heavy D on there. You know, in the messages. And like, it will say that he was last seen. You know, at a very specific date and time. Last seen. So that was probably a few, you know, minutes before he died. Did you watch Heavy D on Big Brother? No, I'm not into all that. Not into all that shit. I went to a Big Brother audition one time in Sheffield, yeah. And I made it through the first round, the first sort of round of auditioning. And then like the second round. I got voted off. Shall I wrap it up? I'm enjoying myself, but I need to go and buy some weed, man. But yeah, Big Brothers, it's a bit cringe, isn't it? They humiliate the people in the Big Brother house. You remember Kelly Maloney? She was on that and she started crying, you know, acting daft. And that fucking Fraudry Harrison, he was having a go at him as well. Frank Maloney. Yes, RJJ. I reckon if Campbell wanted his way with you, you wouldn't have a choice, time. Who's Campbell? Who are you talking about here? Now the big super chats are coming in. What's a fucking pound though? I ordered it to give me a fucking pound. You know this milk? It's got piss in it. You see that? This was more than a pound. This was about £1.30. What time does the fight start? Which fight? Mayweather Deji. It's on in about 24 hours. So I might have to stream, you know, for 24 hours, see how many super chats I get. Scott Whittam. Who won the Hatton fight time? I don't even know, you know. I was kind of reviewing it, innit, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was just looking at the comments, you know, the chat. It was more entertaining, so I might do the same with football, you know, on Twitch. Just watch a little football match and say, yeah, that was a good goal. That was a good header. You know, just chat. Please set up a Twitch account ASAP. It's set up. TIFL TV. Go and subscribe to my Twitch. We'll talk a bit about football, innit? Sonic the Hedgehog played out Super Mario Brothers. Can you see my belly? Am I off camera? Helping you pass time on, so shall I ring a woman on Viva Street and just ask her on the phone if she would be happy to be on a YouTube live for 1 hour for £100? Right, I'm gonna do it. Get the ball rolling. The ball's already rolling because I've contacted a woman already. I'm just waiting for a response. Viva Street. I would show you the screen, yeah, but I got a strike the other day, you know, for nudity. She black? No, she's too black. She's white. She charges £150 for her alcohol. Let's have a look. She looks alright. 21, nice and young, fresh. Hello? 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 Is anybody there? Oh my, I hate when people do that. Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Are you English?
No,
What language are you speaking?
Spanish.
Spanish, yeah, but you can speak English, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, do you want £100?
No, it's 150 an hour.
No sex, just £100, just to sit on do a. Oh, I knew she was gonna do that. I fucking was trying to explain what was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna do that. I could tell her she was losing patience, man. Fucking joke. Man got dissed. This fucking guy here is saying, just say 150. You say that, but you can't even give me £1 in a super chat, and you're telling me to fucking up my price. Like, what you said for your entertainment as well. She's only gonna sit here. I might fuck her in it, but I have to pay her extra. But really, I'm getting her here for your entertainment. You know, sex up the videos and that. It'll be good, won't it? The Deji photo. It's good, innit? He's staring at that white woman with her legs open, praying for pussy, innit? That's what I mean. Deji. He's doing well in life. Multi-millionaire. 10 million subscribers on YouTube. You know, he's getting a nice bag, you know, against Mayweather. So, you don't have to pray for pussy like how he's looking in that photo, but there'll be some black guys in town tonight when I go out that will be doing that. Who've got no chance. They're not millionaires. They haven't got 10 million subscribers. So, you know, Deji, he's done well. Trying to get to that level, man. Right, it's been an hour now. Even hookers don't want Tyron's money. Listen, I've fucking spent thousands of pounds on hookers over the years, so they definitely do want that money. I think I was a bit too aggressive, you know, with that woman saying, what language do you speak? Can you speak English? Like, what you speaking? You know, I think I was too aggressive, man. And she's doing an out call as well, so she's coming here. So if I'm too aggressive from the jump, she's gonna think, fuck, you know, I'm going to this guy's house. And obviously that Jeffrey Dahmer Netflix series was quite popular. I hear people talking about it in the streets. I'm gonna have to put you in time out, you know, you keep asking me that question, man. I don't know who John Venables is, but put you in time out. Yeah, but if she comes, we will super chat a tenner each. That's it, man. I don't think you will. There's a little incentive to do so, because if you do, then obviously I'll get another woman in and another one. We'll just have women in here all the time. Build up like a catalogue of videos, you know, of me talking to women and that. But this is a nice little photo selection, innit, of Mayweather and Deji. Right, I clicked on the wrong one. Why not contact webcam girls? Active brassers ain't trying to talk. That's it. That's a good point. But that's why I went on OnlyFans, innit, and I set up an OnlyFans so I could get the details of these women who are webcam girls. And that woman that I've messaged, that I might see later on, hopefully. Because I seen her last week, innit? But I didn't have the idea, like, to... I think I had the idea, but... Get 5 prozzies in, sponsored by Hex Toys, and be the UK's Fresh and Fit. There's a really good channel called the Fresh and Fit podcast, and it's good. Who's the blonde next to Mayweather? I don't know. Try to call again, you critter. What, the same woman? Shall I try and be a bit friendlier this time? Shall I say hello?
Bundle call.
Cheer up. Come on.
Yes, hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Do you want £150
Yes.
to come to my house
Yes.
and do a webcam? So I record it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're okay with me recording a video of you being here?
Okay, then we'll call me on WhatsApp.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So I've got my camera here now. It's out. Yeah?
Okay.
It's recording, so you can come round and be on the camera.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Whereabouts are you? Sheffield?
I'm in town center.
Say that again.
I'm in town center, Leslie.
Are you in the city centre?
Yes.
What, of Sheffield?
Yes.
And how much is it for 1 hour to come here for 1 hour and be on camera for 1 hour?
No, I don't, sorry.
That's what I just said to you though, and you said yes. You fucking... You see what I mean, bro? You see what I'm saying? You know Andrew Tate? He tried the same thing with a load of his women, yeah, and a load of them said no, innit, but he managed to get some on, you know, who were willing, and that's how he became a multi-millionaire. So this fucking stupid, time-wasting Spanish slag agreed to it at first, and she waited until the very end. She got my hopes up, yeah, and then she said no, sorry. Take the L, man, and keep it moving. Oh, mate, leave it, man. Leave it. I'm not in the mood, man. That fucking woman. Wasted my fucking time. I'm gonna go and find the other woman that I spoke to already. I'm gonna go and find it, you know. Because I know where she works, innit? And I know what time she finishes, so... We'll fucking... Tate acts like he's for free speech, but cries when True Geordie makes a joke. Coward. Is that a good point? Tate acts like he's for free speech. So when he's speaking about, you know, the Matrix and the government and the elites, you know, and he's having to go out fucking, and he's saying women and men should follow certain gender roles. You know, he likes that, innit? He got shut down, got cancelled, but cries when True Geordie makes a joke. Yeah, I agree. I've got to agree with that. I like Andrew Tate, but I just think if you're for free speech, then you should be free to hate Muslims as well. Do you know what I mean? You should be free to be racist. And it's like better the devil you know kind of thing. So, you know, if you know that someone's a pedo and he's got a little shop you know, not to send your kids to that shop because you know the guy's a pedo because he's wrote a tweet saying he likes kids. So it's better the devil you know, innit? So I like free speech. You know, if Dave Caldwell wrote a tweet saying I like kids, he would get cancelled. But it's better the devil you know, man. You understand the logic? So you white people can boycott Joshua, you know, and he says don't buy from white people's shops. You understand? So when you know someone's real intentions, it's better, innit, in a way. If you know they're real fucking... If you know the real them, so... Review those women on its complicated channel. I did that before, innit, but it was kind of... It was a lot of black women. And ads kept popping up, but I've got ad blocker now, so it might be a bit better. We'll play one video, yeah. If you're getting bored, just fuck off, man. Just dip in and out, innit?
What's the difference between...
Hold on a minute. Sorry, I need to sort out the settings and make sure the mic's plugged in it. Can you hear what I'm saying? Check. Right, let me play that.
And pimpin'. What's the difference between simpin' and pimpin'?
That's funny. Well, I don't. It's kind of the same thing, to be honest. Those are literally.
No, it's not the same. How is that the same thing? Simping and pimping. Simping is when you're like desperate, you know, and you're begging women for pussy and you're fucking buying them a load of drinks, you know, in the hope of banging them. And you're telling them that they're beautiful and they're stunning and they're fucking amazing and all this. That's when you're simping, but pimping is like almost disrespecting women, isn't it? So it's better to be a pimp than a simp. You got control over women.
I don't. It's kind of the same thing, to be honest.
Those are literally two opposite things. Simping is when you are basically the customer. Pimping is when you're the supplier.
Oh, it's a big ass difference.
Oh, fuck this guy, man. Just get to the women.
You're just there.
Get to the white women.
And they're really nice.
She's too old.
Okay, I'm not thing.
She's too old.
What are the characteristics of a gentleman?
You see that? You see what just happened there? An ad was about to pop up in it and fucking piss me off. But then I remembered that I've got ad blocker.
Let's see.
What are the characteristics of a gentleman?
Let's see. Somebody that takes you on an actual date, doesn't just use you for your body. That's a really good question, actually. I don't know, there's not a lot of gentlemen out here, so I don't really know, but...
So that woman there, yeah, she said a gentleman is somebody who uses women not for their bodies, but that's what all men do, innit? We're programmed to, you know, reproduce. We produce millions of sperm every minute. So that's what we kind of here for, innit?
I don't know, there's not a lot of gentlemen out here, so I don't really know, but...
They let you think you're right even if you're not, and they speak softly.
Oh, come on. Nah, come on, man. You can do better than this. Come on.
A girl that really is there for you, a girl that takes care of you, doesn't just assume that you're going to pay for everything, do everything for them, and expect that they don't have to do anything in return for that.
Should a woman who doesn't act like a lady expect a man to act like a gentleman?
Definitely not. No.
Can you define seduction?
She looks alright.
Yes, me.
Can you define seduction?
Every time you look at me.
You know, there's some women, they pretend to be lesbians, innit? You know, for attention. I used to work in a club and I used to see like women like kissing each other, and I know they're not gay or bi. They're just doing it because loads of men are stood around like a bunch of fucking dogs, you know, salivating over two women kissing. So that's what a lot of women do. They do it for attention, you know, to make themselves more attractive, because they know men like lesbians. They like seeing women licking other women's arseholes.
Ooh, spicy.
You're open with your sexuality. You
It's fake.
own yourself, inner self. Same as outer. You love your body. You're fully 100% of who you are. You're not ashamed. You're loving every single part of yourself. That's sexuality. You're like open book.
How does each gender approach seduction?
Oh, that's a good one too. Let's see. A lot of ladies will show off, you know, boobs, ass, things like that. Men in their ways, they talk more, you know, like their words kind of get ladies in that way more.
Women are
Men don't really want to talk. I've been on loads of dates with women, you know, in restaurants and that, and I'm just sat there and I'm saying, oh, what do you do for a living? Where have you been on holiday? How many brothers have you got? Oh, is that what he does for a living, your brother? You know, just pretending to be interested, you know, just a banger. So men will pretend, you know, to be interested in women and that, just for sexual reasons.
more into like how they look, their body, their look.
Because you know they can't just go up to the woman and say, I want to fuck you straight away. So they have to like be faking it at first.
Men in their ways, they talk more, you know, like their words kind of get ladies in that way more.
Women are more into like how they look, their body, their looks, physical is very important nowadays. And when it comes to a man, it's more like kind of being the macho man, you know, like strong, protective, and in a way where like they own it.
Do you think every man can master the art of seduction?
No, but I have.
In a way where like they have it, but they won't bring it out.
Why do men have to...
Seduction is more...
What you want?
What's the difference between seduction and manipulation?
Oh. Manipulation is more of kind of lying to get your way, you know what I'm saying? And then seduction is more putting yourself out there to get your way.
But you're lying, you're putting yourself out there. You're putting fake eyelashes on, makeup, hair extensions, all that shit. You're getting your tits out, so you're like, you know, you're using these filters on these dating apps, so you are being fake. I can't remember what she said, but I know she didn't say the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Manipulation.
To catch the attention of the person that you want.
What's the difference between seduction and manipulation?
Oh. Manipulation is more of kind of lying to get your way, you know what
You're
I'm
lying
saying?
about your
and
looks.
And then seduction is more putting yourself out there to get your way.
Oh, we don't like manipulation. Mind games is not cool. Seduction, like you could see someone cute and be like, oh damn, I want them. Like how I feel
I think
about
she's a
you.
lesbian, you know.
But I would never manipulate her to be any type of way with me. Like if anybody says stop or no, like you respect them. It's a respect thing. And I feel like that's where the difference is. It comes with respect.
Are women more impressed by what a guy is willing or unwilling to do
Deontay
in order
Wilder
to get
fucking...
sex?
Willing. Every single time. Unwilling, you can make compromises because sometimes you're just not into the same things and that's okay. But if you're willing to like do stuff and practice stuff try stuff that you've never tried before, you might both be into it.
Wouldn't that be being a simp?
Yes, but no. A simp, in my mind, is more like someone that literally just follows around your ass and is your servant. Girls don't want servants. They want someone who's a challenge that is their own person.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. She just admitted women don't like... A lot of you guys are probably begging women for sex on Instagram and dating apps. It's not the way, man. They're not going to respect you, so they're not going to fuck you, are they? You have to talk to them like shit, man. That's why they say the good guys come last, because...
They know what they want.
They're like bad guys,
and they're doing their own thing. But when they ask something nicely and they ask more than once, they just want it. they're not begging for it, and they shouldn't have to beg for it if they really love that person or like that person.
Alright, I need to fucking get to these white women. Oh, come on. Skip.
King
Skip.
can't marry.
Skip.
You know, which
Skip. Come on, you have to interview nice. She looks
get to know multiple.
It's too black. Let me get to a nice white woman so I can go and get this
I
weed.
think Disney movie and
What is
size it is replica of it is.
You men want to bang that innit? You lot are horny. You men, you turned on. You like that innit? So, I mean, don't that inspire you to want to get the bag like Andrew Tate? You know, fucking make that money so you can easily fuck women like that instead of begging them on dating apps. It's not the way forward, man. But anyway, I'm gonna fuck off.